Good morning. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Vicky. So, Monday.
It feels like a Monday.
Yes. Wow, we're really into February. Oh, thanks, Jim. I feel like we're almost done with February. Does that feel like that way to you?
Yeah.
Like we're kind of in the beginning of February, but
it's just flown by.
Yeah, just flying by.
Morning, Dennis.
So Dennis, did you get any rain? Because we got a lot of snow.
Yeah.
What was it? It was about a foot here in town.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6 inches, and I think further out probably got like 2 or 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of other people got 10 inches.
Yeah.
It was quite a bit. It was a pretty big.
Yeah, it was storm. Definitely the biggest I think we've had
so far.
Yeah.
Yep. You should send the rain over here. I'd take rain over the snow.
My back hurts so much from shoveling snow yesterday.
It's a lot of snow.
It really is, yeah.
So Monday.
Yeah.
So Hope and I are gonna do good morning, Jenny. We're gonna do something a little bit different on Mondays. Instead of just kind of chit-chatting, which we'll probably do anyways, we're actually gonna do a devotion each Monday, and we're actually just going to continue with the YouVersion devotions because they're really good. Yeah. I think that's one of I always know, like we always talk about it, but it really is, if you're looking for something to do a daily devotion, like YouVersion app is the place to go.
Yeah.
Like you have like every day you have like a little like blurb from like a speaker, and then you do like the verse, and then it has the actual devotion and like the prayer, and then like your reflection question, and it's super cool. And even if you wanted to take it a step further, they give you little graphics that you can put to set as your lock screen or your home screen, or
post it on Facebook,
post it on whatever. So it is super cool. So it's still one of my favorites. So we're just gonna hop on in. So today is from Romans 12:10, and it says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." And then the devotion is devotion and honor. We were created for community. When God designed humans, he made us with the intention of placing us with a loving family. Today we call that family the church. God's original intention was that we would exist within a family of other believers. He didn't intend for us to exist in isolation or separated from other people. Life was not meant to be lived alone. Regardless of what your family experience was like, God intended for his family to be loving and caring. And it's the qualities of God's family that Paul is writing about in Romans 12. Paul says to be devoted to one another in love. That means that we are to walk alongside other people through the various seasons of life. We should never abandon people when life gets hard. Paul also encourages us to honor others. Instead of seeking self-recognition, we should honor and encourage each other. Instead of pursuing what seems best for us, we should seek the good of other people first. Devotion and honor are just two aspects of loving people well. But Jesus said that the world would recognize us as his disciples by the way that we love. This means we have to genuinely love others, not just pretend to love them. And the place we need to start showing genuine honor is within our spiritual family. Rather than letting self-promotion divide the family of God, our goal should be to honor those around us. If we don't learn how to love people who follow Jesus, then we won't know how to love people who don't. That's why we should frequently pause and take an assessment on how we are doing at loving others. So take a moment right now to think about the ways in which you've loved and honored people this past week. Write down 2 or 3 things you can do to continue to show love to those in your life. I think that's a good sentence right there. if we don't learn how to love people who follow Jesus, then we won't know how to love people who don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it kind of goes with the sermon yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
kind of being this idea of being selfless, and it's, it's human nature to be self-full,
Right.
but, just really being intentional on being selfless and,
Mm-hmm.
honoring and loving other people.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm still waking up. So. So the reflection question, which is what we'll ask y'all, is how can you show love to someone today? So how can you show love to someone today? I think it could be something simple like if you're making coffee, that you give them the first cup instead of making yourself the first cup.
Right.
Opening doors for people. Instead of waiting for their phone call, that you call them first, or message them or get a hold of them first.
Right. 2 of my love languages are words of affirmation and gift giving. And so I feel like, just, kind of, I like to get that. So, and I also like to give it, so I don't know, just, like, hey, you're doing great, or just like some words of encouragement to speak into their life,
Be kind and caring.
And
Definitely.
I really think it's just the little things,
right,
that make a big difference in someone's life,
I think so. And I think it's definitely, like it talked about in the devotion, how like God's family is meant to be, like compassionate and caring, and that's how we should act towards, people in the church. And then that way we can go out like in our community and do that as well.
Yeah. So, and I think with, like with Valentine's Day coming up, I think it's a good day to just, say, hey, I appreciate you, or thank you so much for all that you do, we can do that every day, but I think, especially this week,
Yeah, most definitely. So Valentine's Day is always a little bit different because it's my grandma's birthday. So it's not just Valentine's Day.
It's funny because, like, I feel like it's kind of a big deal in our house. Like we give presents, like we write cards. Where I think like some people it's just like but I feel like because it's our grandma's birthday, it's more of a celebration.
Yeah, it's a bigger deal than just a celebration.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We're still waking up. I know you guys are probably still waking up too.
I don't know what I did in my coffee, but it's so bad.
Yeah, like that. Like that's a really good example, Jim.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely them being selfless and giving you guys. I mean, El Paso. Who wants to drive to El Paso anyway? So that's a huge thing. But it is like and I think sometimes it's like a conscious thing too. It's some people it comes really natural and easy.
Right.
But I know for me, like sometimes it's like, okay, so like, I need to step back and think, is that what I want to do? Or is it something that's beneficial to more people than just me?
Right. Yeah. And I feel like our mom is really good at, giving little gifts, like making sure, that we know, like, everyone in the church, is appreciated. So,
yeah.
Morning, Tony.
Good morning.
So,
yeah. That's why I love YouVersion, because it's just a short little, like.
It's not like a Bible study, like a in-depth kind of thing in the morning,
right? It's just a really short kind of like, oh, that's a great way to start the day and to think about, like, to go through the day of like, how can I show love to others?
Yeah.
So I think that's super cool. Well, I know it's probably a little short, but we're gonna go ahead and pray. If I can send a card, text them, invite them for a
Mhm.
meal, remember their birthdays and anniversaries. Yes. And that's true, like sending a card, inviting them for a meal, remembering their birthdays and anniversaries, that's a good one. Because
Mhm.
I think it does like it means a lot, even like sending it like through Facebook, because I know Facebook is really good about reminding you, but
Mhm.
sending them like a happy birthday
Right.
kind of post
Yeah.
is really, it helped. I mean, I don't know, I like it.
Yeah. Or just getting a text, you
Mhm.
know. So yeah, just it doesn't have to be something huge. I mean, it can be, but
Yeah.
I mean, just the little things make a big difference
Yeah.
in someone's life.
You know, stopping by and dropping them off coffee.
Mhm.
You know, like although all the coffee shops are closed today,
Sad.
that's okay. The FBC Cloudcroft coffee shop is under construction.
I'll make a new.
So
I'm very okay. So I'm like my dad, and I'm very particular of how I want my coffee. Maybe a little too particular, more than
Yeah.
him.
You know what we
And
should
so
do?
what?
We should walk down to All Subs and get the good creamer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Problem solved. Because the new All Subs is
It's
like,
really nice. It's really nice.
if you live in the area and you haven't been to the new All Subs,
It's just like just go for the experience.
Yeah. Dennis, if you really want us to, we'll like take pictures with you.
That's
But you have Buc-ee's, so
you know you live in a small town when you're excited for the new Awesome. But it is really
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we went from like just a like 2 bathrooms with like you had to like wait forever
Yeah.
to like stalls.
Also, Dennis, we did hit up Buc-ee's a lot on our way to the cruise and on our way back to the cruise. So we got our Buc-ee's fix.
Yes,
so.
we did.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, I'll go ahead and pray for us. Jesus, thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like. It's because you love me deeply that you ask me to love others deeply. Please help me with this. Show me how to love others like you have loved me. Bring to mind ways that I can honor others, and then help me to do so with gladness and joy. Amen. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. And if you have a chance, stop by All Subs because it's super cool. Dennis, stop by Buc-ee's for us. You know, go grab one of their barbecue sandwiches.
They're really good.
Yeah,
really good.
I mean, their club was really good. So, yeah. Well, we hope you guys have a good day, and Jim and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Take me a second. Okay, bye.